Hi friends, welcome to Solve Civil. In the previous video, we discussed lateral load analysis by Portal method. Today we are discussing structural analysis, lateral load analysis by cantilever method. Let us first know the assumptions of cantilever method. The first assumption is that point of contraflexure occurs at the middle point of the members. Point of contraflexure occurs at the middle point of members. This is same in case of Portal method. The second assumption is that direct stresses in the columns are proportional to their distance from the centroidal vertical axis. Direct stresses in the columns are proportional to their distances from the centroidal vertical axis. Let us know these assumptions in detail. Consider the multi-storied frame shown. Now, let us take the top story and consider them. That is, the top story is just above the point of contraflexure. Let the length be L1, L2, L3. Also, the vertical forces acting at the point of contraflexure be V1, V2, V3, V4, and the horizontal forces be H1, H2, H3, and H4. Let the distance from the outer column, that is this column, to the centroidal axis be x1 and the distance x2 from this column, x3 from this column, and also x4 from this outer column. We have to be careful while marking the directions of these vertical forces. It should be opposite from the centroidal axis while considering, that is, the vertical force in the left side of these centroidal axis be in the downward direction and that in the right side be in the upward direction. It should be in opposite directions. Let A1, A2, A3, A4 be the sectional area of the members and H1, H2, H3, H4 the horizontal shear, V1, V2, V3 and V4 be the axial forces in the corresponding members. As per the assumption 2, we can write that V1 by A1 by X1 will be equal to V2 by A2 by X2 equals V3 by A3 by X3 equals V4 by A4 whole divided by X4. That is the shear directly proportional to their distances. If areas are not given, assume a unit area. Also, we can write that the H1, H2, H3, H4, the sum of these shear will be equal to P1. P1 is this force, that is the H1, H2, H3 and H4 will be equal to P1. These are the things that should be considered while doing a problem by cantilever method. We'll discuss problems in the coming videos. If you like this video, do like, share, subscribe and recommend Solve Civil. Do not forget to hit the bell icon to get regular content. Thank you.